How's it going, folks? This has been in my mind. I've discussed this about one of my peers about this, and well, he told me about his sexual urge in a day that he can do like 5 times a day. He can watch pornography for 3 hours straight. I told him, you're not normal. I'm pretty sure if I take you to a therapist right now, they'll probably label you as a sex addiction. Alright? And you know, when you have that sort of strong sexual urge, even when you're like close to 40s, who can settle down with you if your urge is that strong? Even though if you get one bad bitch right now, right, it's still not going to satisfy. You know, she's still going to slow down. She can't be doing it 5 times every single day, you know, or maybe twice a week or 3 times a week, but that's a lot. I'm just there like, that's a lot. It's not normal. And guys that have that much strong sexual urge, they shouldn't stay in any monogamous, or even if they're in a monogamous relationship, I think the only way is open relationship, right? Or perhaps or another option is maybe convert to Muslim and have a couple of wives. You know, when you have that much urge, it is not normal for you to think that way. I'm letting him know. And when you have this sort of sexual urge, it actually destroys your wealth, because you're gonna do stupid shit. Alright, what I mean by that is like you're doing dumb shit because you just think with your dick. That's a problem, right? And when you think with your dick, it creates too many problems. You might have a secret child or unplanned pregnancy. You know, just poor choice on woman selection. You know, just doing risky stuff, and baby mama after baby mama problems, you know. You know, it can destroy your life, and it can backfire him as well. And that's why I say I'm so glad that I'm not a hypersexual person. I'm just letting you guys know, alright? But that being said, I really don't know what to say. Alright? It's just so funny for me to even think about it, because I've never been in that part of shoes. Like, there's this documentary, or there's a podcast, or no, not a podcast, but there's a bit of clip. I think it's in UK. This girl, I think after the 3rd child, all she thinks about sex the entire time, divorce, and just, you know, getting on guy to guy, guy to guy, guy to guy. You never know, you're going to catch a sexual disease. You're going to increasing your chances, whatever. And your entire life is not about wealth anymore. No matter if you're a 6-figure earner or millionaire earner, it's gonna destroy your life one way or the other, because every day you think about sex, you think of it like you're like an emperor. You know, Chinese emperor, they all look big, all look like that, but they're fucked to the head. They've been sexed day and night, and many of them died, whether sex with AIDS or whatever. You know, kids after kids, mistress after mistress. Just too much, you know. And that's the way how it is. And I'm not here to bash them, like, you know, name bashing them, but that's how they die. And then the young kid taking over the country, and spoiled brat as well. These are the history of Chinese history, and we get to see that in today's world, whether it's in Tinder world, whether it is in like a media world, whether it's in celebrity world. Those, you know, who has a lot of sex or this and that, you can have a form of like, woman will plant some bit of like a spy saying that, or your sexual allegation or X, Y, Z. You're finished. Your name is out there. Doesn't matter you're guilty or not guilty. People say, aren't you the guy that is alleged for rape or whatever? You know, that's the notion it is. And it's not good like that, you know. And if you have a high sex drive, it is a big problem. You can't focus on one thing. Doesn't matter how smart you are. All you think about is getting, you know, getting to the hole or getting to the banana. It's just too much, you know. Too much. And I'm glad that Chinese people are not very hypersexualized type of people. I'm really glad. But people like, you know, can be like Latin America, it can be people in Africa, and people in the Middle East, or maybe some part of the selective, maybe, I don't know, like French or Japan or whatever. Very, very hypersexualized. And we can see how the kingdom collapsed, you know. Japan is still, I think they're still having that. You know, husband works and come back on the weekend, and it's praised that the man goes out and practice all the time. You know, some cultures is different than the other. Some cultures, like, you have to get married to have sex. You know, it is a lot. That's what I'm saying. I'm not complaining, but, you know, control your urge. Even you can't control it, don't get committed. You know it's gonna be, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's like one of my mates he's very hypersexualized, but he just got into a relationship and he's been telling me it's dying down. I'm like, where are you gonna move from here? None of these girls are gonna satisfy you.